Joy here with subrosatea.com. How are you doing today? In today's video, I'm going to tell you all about our 6 tea that we're calling Dry January Tea Collection. Here at Sub Rosa Tea, we're a really small company based in Northern Ohio, but we'll ship anywhere in the United States. We have over 100 flavors of tea that we sell all year. We also have limited edition themed tea collections. So this particular collection is based on cocktails, but you're going to find that we do sell tea on our website and on our mobile shopping app that you can buy all year. These teas are only going to be available for about 6 weeks. So for those of you that are new, I want to say welcome. My name is Joy. I'm the owner of Sub Rosa Tea. I do live videos at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday night. Every Sunday night except that Sunday where the big football game is going to be going on. All the other Sundays you can find me live, and we've got a lot of brand new teas to tell you about. This coming up cycle, the winter season, is definitely hot tea season. But trust me, whether you like them hot or cold, these teas are going to be delicious. So for those of you that have never heard of Dry January, it is referred to as a social challenge for you to give up drinking alcohol for the 31 days of January. Here at Sub Rosa Tea, we have made it easy and delicious. We have 6 delicious teas that are going to satisfy your taste buds in every way. 2 of them are new. We've got teas that you can drink in the morning, afternoon, and night. All of them are good, hot or cold. I was thinking about the new teas. This tea is new here. We are calling it Amaretto Sour. I'm going to tell you about this tea in a little bit, but I was thinking about the color of tea. This past week, when the shipping department was a little quiet because of a national holiday, I had time to do some cooking, and I tried out a new recipe. I don't know if do you cook? Do you guys cook at home? Anybody? Are you making cocktails for Dry January? Or are you just tea drinkers? Why are you here? What are you watching the video? I'm a foodie. So even when I'm not having fun in the kitchen with tea recipes, I am absolutely cooking and trying new things in the kitchen for my personal enjoyment. So I was making a turkey, and I don't know about you, but when I make a turkey, I always put vegetables in the bottom underneath it. I personally consider it in my head a trivet. I don't know if that's the proper term or not, but I think about it as a trivet. So there's always aromatics, right? So we've got the onion, the celery, the carrots. That has been my poultry trivet forever. But this new recipe suggested that I put leeks in. If you're not familiar with a leek, they're delicious. I've cooked with them before, but I've never put them as part of my trivet. I needed the white part of the leek for a separate recipe, and the green part I didn't need. So it made sense, right? So I put it in the trivet. Well, when the turkey's done roasting, I set it aside. Then I made the gravy with the roasted vegetables, which included a leek. And my gravy turned out green. like hunter green, evergreen. It was green. And I thought to myself, that's really something, of all the years I've been on this earth. I'm even thinking about like going to a diner. Maybe if you go to one of those old-fashioned diners, they give you a choice whether you want white gravy or brown gravy. And you kind of know white gravy is probably good with poultry, and a brown gravy is beef based, good with beef. Makes sense? Have you ever seen green gravy on the menu? I haven't. But it was delicious. It's a good vegetable gravy. I don't think vegetables actually need gravy. They're delicious on their own. And my turkey didn't need it either. It was delicious. It was so fabulous. My turkey didn't need the gravy either, but I'm kind of glad I made it because I was thinking about the color of things. Like, I am introducing to you these teas that are cocktail inspired. And some of you have actually had these cocktails, and so in your head, you're thinking them to be a very certain color. So Amaretto Sour, if you've had that at a bar, it's going to be far more orange than this, and it also looks a little thick. That an Amaretto Sour typically has egg white in it, added to it with the amaretto and lemon juice, and that makes it all of those fabulous ingredients together makes it more orange and thick, but this is tea. And here at Sub Rosa Tea, we're an all-natural company, so there's nothing artificial. So we're not going to add something to change the product to be a specific color just because in your head you might have assumed that it should be that color. My other example of that is our key lime tea. We have a really delicious key lime tea and it has hibiscus in it. So the drink is going to turn red because of the hibiscus flower. But in your head, I can imagine that most people would just assume that a key lime tea would look green, but it doesn't. So that's just a little bit of where my brain was at this week, talking about these delicious teas. Friends, you can buy all of our tea in 3 sizes, but we also have a way for you to save money. If you're interested in all 6 of the themed tea, buy the bundle. We have those available in 2 sizes. So the Try Me size is a 1/2 ounce. It's going to make around 6 to 8 cups. And the 2 ounce is a value size. That's going to make around 20 to 25 servings. You can find this dry January tea bundle on our limited edition webpage, and also on if you download our mobile shopping app, which is Sub Rosa Tea, 3 words, 2 spaces in the middle. If you download our app, the best way for you to shop by collection is actually once your app is open and you've logged in, go to the shop button. There you're going to see them by collection. You're going to see some collections that might be present, but you're not going to see a lot of tea populated because they were shorter runs. They were limited edition. But I know some of you think about your favorites and the tea that you're drinking and what collection they go in. So I like that you have that option of shopping that way. Also, I wanted to point out that some of the things that we're talking about today in the video, I'm not going to tell you in detail about them during the live video because you can watch this video on our website on the replay. When you do that, go to our website, subrosatea.com, go to the page, the tab called Live Video Shopping. When you watch the replay, all the items that I talk about are going to be in the queue. So if you're interested in more information about a particular item, like what are the sizes, what are the prices, what are the ingredients, every single little ingredient, you're going to want to watch the video that way, because I think it's a lot quicker for you to find those items that you are searching for. Okay, what do you guys think? Do I look like a bartender or do I look like a magician? I was going for bartender, but after I got dressed, I thought to myself, I don't know. I don't know what's up with this. Well, for those of you watching live, do you have a favorite cocktail? Do you have a favorite go-to? This whole entire week, I have been drinking the 2 new teas, so I want to dive in and tell you all about them. I don't know if I have a favorite cocktail. I honestly do like all of them. Not gonna lie, I do. I like them all. Okay, first up, friends, rum and coke. We're bringing this back. I love this tea, and so does everyone else. We've had this tea, I think this is our 3rd year now. Rum and coke. This is a black tea. Now, if you were on our website and you didn't see the video and all you saw were the ingredients, I don't know why you would buy this tea. You kind of have to take my word for it. It tastes like rum and coke. It really does. There's a very specific profile to rum and coke, very specifically. It has some interesting flavor notes. This tea has them too. But what we have done here, friends, it's a black tea with vanilla, pear, and honey. I know that kind of blows your mind. And it's not honey the way you think of honey being sweet. Even though there are definitely some sweet notes to rum and coke, this is more like bee pollen. So how that plays on your tongue and how it plays with the other flavors in the tea, definitely one you have to try. Black tea, friends, has around 60 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup. This tea is delicious, cold, steeped. I think of rum and coke as something that absolutely needs ice. It is non-negotiable. I'm not going to drink this tea hot. You certainly can, but for me, the flavor profile is spot on. Steep it. If you're going to drink it cold, steep it cold. Tea leaves right in cold water in the fridge. 20 minutes is all you're going to need, but it can definitely be overnight. Next up, I don't know if this is my new favorite or what, but I'm kind of addicted. I love this. White Russian. White Russian. If you're not familiar with a White Russian, it is typically vodka, coffee liqueur, and cream. So maybe you've had something similar called a Kahlua and cream. Kahlua is, it's a great name, right? But Kahlua is a brand name of coffee liqueur. So you can definitely buy others. So this is our new tea. This is White Russian. It is a black tea. So it definitely has those cream flavors in it. Definitely has coffee and coffee and coffee taste to it. It is so good. Tea, friends, has antioxidants. It does. So this has got a couple different types of antioxidants in it. We've got red rooibos tea, which is good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. Black tea has L-theanine, antioxidant that's very specific to loose leaf tea. You're going to find both of them in here. That's right. A tea that tastes like a White Russian that's actually good for you. Hey there, Miss Bernita. What are you sipping on tonight? Did you have a good week? I know we've got a couple great holiday weeks coming up here. So again, friends, White Russian, this tea, good hot or cold. I've been drinking it hot. It is freezing cold here in Northern Ohio. I have been drinking this hot and I love it though. Steeped hot and let it cool. Oh my gosh, I had walked away from my second steeping of it. And so I had sipped on it at room temperature. Delicious. So much depth of flavor. This is one you have got to try it. Next up, we are bringing back another fan favorite. I love when we can do this for you guys. This is our grasshopper tea. And definitely a fan favorite here. This is our third year, I think, bringing back the grasshopper because you guys have loved it so much. This is the only green tea in this particular collection. If you're not familiar, a grasshopper is a cocktail that is typically cream de menthe, cream de cacao, and also heavy whipping cream. So it's a low alcohol cocktail, almost like a milkshake in a way. I think our grasshopper tea is green tea. So green tea is naturally low in caffeine, high in antioxidants, friends. Yes, it is. So around 20 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup, which is great for the afternoon. Yes, definitely some dark chocolate and fresh mint taste to it. We've also used matcha. So when you steep up this tea, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a matcha with tea. It's definitely tea with a little bit of matcha in there, but your cup is going to have some green to it, which I absolutely love. And again, even more antioxidants. If you're not familiar with matcha, friends, I have a YouTube channel. You can watch all the videos you care to. So this is a great introduction to matcha if you're not familiar with it. You can definitely steep this like tea. This is another one that is good hot or cold, but for my personal preference, I would probably steep it hot to dissolve the matcha. I want to make sure that it's dissolved. It kind of depends on your infuser. I think if you're using maybe a filter paper versus a brew basket that has holes in it, you're going to figure it out. I know that you will, but it's delicious and it's only around for a limited time. So if you like your chocolate and mint, make sure you grab it soon. Next up, let's talk about strawberry daiquiri. This is another one that we are bringing back. Very, very popular. Boy, last year we actually offered this all the way from the winter through the springtime because you guys didn't want to stop buying it. You love this tea so much. This is a caffeine-free tea. If you're not familiar, strawberry daiquiri is typically made with rum. Definitely strawberries and maybe like a garnish of lime. So this tea also has a good depth of flavor. So even though it's not going to punch you in the face with lime, it just has good such depth of flavor that it's not a flat strawberry tea. It does actually taste like a cocktail. And one of the reasons that this tea, I think why this tea is so popular is that it's naturally sweet because we used freeze-dried strawberries. So it really lends itself to some sweetness, but there's no sugar, no carbs, no calories. This tea has no caffeine and none of the teas have any alcohol. So absolutely perfect to satisfy those taste buds and instead of alcohol. Next up, let's talk about the Amaretto Sour. This one's caffeine free. Friends, we did have amaretto sour before, and before it was a black tea. Now it's caffeine free. Hey there, Miss Janine in Wisconsin. Thanks for tuning in live. I appreciate that. Janine, what are you sipping on today? What are you sipping on? Have you ever had an amaretto sour, the real cocktail? So it's normally made with amaretto liqueur, which does taste like almond, and it is typically made with fresh squeezed lemon juice and a simple syrup. So with that said, these flavor notes lend themselves to tea fabulously. Amaretto sour, like I said at the top of the video, also has normally an egg white. This is just tea, my friends. Yes, this is just tea. So it has the really sweet almond taste to it. And it's going to have a sweeter lemon than the sour lemon used in the liqueur, the cocktail, because I don't want you to have to use a simple syrup. When you're making a cocktail and they have the alcohol and they have a simple syrup, there's a fair amount of calories with that too. So there is something to be said about not only just giving up alcohol, but cutting back the calories in the month of January, and how great you are going to feel. So again, friends, this amaretto sour, it's a brand new updated recipe here at Sub Rosa Tea. It's completely caffeine free. Do enjoy it. It's got sweet almond and sweet lemon notes to it. I think you're going to love it. Like I said, I've been drinking it all week. So really, it is my new addiction. It really is. Hey there, Miss Janet. She's ready for some mocktails. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Right, couple more days. Going to ease into our January. You got to satisfy those taste buds, right? If you're even considering giving up something, it's nice to know that there is a healthy replacement, that you're not just going without, that you do have something to really keep you going. Last, but certainly not least, is our screwdriver. If you're not familiar with a screwdriver cocktail, this is a sweet orange juice and vodka drink. It's normally just 2 ingredients, but you can tell they would go great together. So here with our screwdriver tea, we have used 2 kinds of orange, which really satisfies your taste buds. I love anything citrus this time of year. I happen to have a new addiction to clementines because I had to buy a 3-pound bag for my recipe, and it was buy one, get one. So now I have 6 bags. 6 pounds of clementine. So I love citrus this time of year. So we've used both blood orange and navel oranges in this tea with a little bit of hibiscus. Great depth of flavor. This recipe we have had before. We brought it back. It's completely caffeine free. I know you guys love it. This is one that you can really have fun with. Steep it hot, steep it cold, steep it in club soda, ginger ale, or Sprite. It is absolutely delicious. Friends, I want to tell you that next week, the conversation continues. I have more. I really do. I have even more teas to tell you about in our mocktail inspired bundle that I'm going to talk about next week. We also have our Chinese New Year celebration to talk about in January when that begins. Mardi Gras is coming up, which, by the way, I think grasshoppers were invented in New Orleans. So do make sure you mark your calendars. Join us live 8 p.m. every Sunday night, and we will see you right here live on Facebook, on our website, and on mobile shopping app. Thank you so much for tuning in, friends. And if you've got any questions, you can always email us at orders@subrosatea.com. But until then, no matter what you do with the rest of your day, I hope you have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye, friends.